Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another video. This one's a little different. This is my first ever speed build. I don't know why I decided to do my first ever speed build on The Sims 2, but I did. I like to classify myself as a pretty good builder in The Sims, mainly Sims 4 because like that's where I've built the most. Sims 3, I was like young. I used to just like basically play the game. So the Sims 4, I would say I'm a pretty good builder. I have rebuilt every city from the ground up multiple times, so I like to think I'm pretty good. But this was definitely a challenge. I've built in The Sims 2, but not on this scale. Not like a whole from scratch build. So, and normally this is my favorite thing to do, and I was so excited to build this house because I had such a distinct idea in my head, which I will go through in a minute. But it just proved to be so difficult, and you'll see me struggle throughout this. So, this window, I have played with a house before that had that window, and I just wanted it. Like I wanted one of these like full windows, especially we're right on the beach. Well, not right on the beach, but like right near it. So I wanted you to like, you can see in the background there, I wanted you to like just be able to like look out to the back area. Um, so yeah, I had a very distinct idea. I feel like even the house, like we're building this house obviously for Lila and Felix to move into and have children in and all that sort of stuff. I had a very distinct idea. I wanted like beachy, but also like cottagecore vibes. I feel like Lila's apartment is already a bit like that, so I feel like she wants that. As you can see here, I was like going through and I was like, do I want that look more neutral cottage core like wood tone, or do I want like the beach white? And I decided the beach white just looked better. Plus the door and the windows just did not seem to match. So I was like, screw this. The big window matched, the door matched, and I was like, that's it, I'm going with it. And I feel like I really like it. I mean, the cottage core still does go with that. As you'll see later on down the line, like it's a big enough house. I don't want them to have too many kids, like maybe three. This house has 3 bedrooms all up, three bathrooms, one upstairs, two downstairs. But I feel like kids can share rooms, like it's not that dramatic. So I'm thinking around 3 kids. So I didn't want too many bedrooms. I didn't want it to be too big. Like I don't feel like they would be a mansion sort of. I mean, Lila's literal like lifetime wish is like riches. So maybe they would be a big fancy family, but I personally just don't like to play like that. I think it's because even if I had all the money in the world, I would just want a cute, cozy house with my family. Like I just love that. And I think that's because I grew up in big houses. My dad's a builder. So we grew up in like big, fancy, wide space houses. So I think I just love like the cozy aesthetic. I remember when we moved into our first rental when I was like, I don't know, I was a bit older. It wasn't our first rental, it was actually one of many, but it was the first one where we like lived house to house, which I live in a unit now and I fucking hate it because you can hear everything. I also lived in a townhouse before this, which I hated because they had a family next door and they used to like, their kids used to run at like 5 in the morning and I'd be like, I'm trying to fucking sleep. Anyway, off topic, but yeah, so when we got our first rental and it was like houses next to each other, I was like, this is so cozy and cute, and I remember loving it. And now I don't know why. I miss those big houses where no one's around, especially because I hate noises. So anyway, you can see here me struggling to build this. I know I complain about the house we have right now, the apartment we have right now and the little window nook. But I love a window nook. I love a window nook. And I honestly just thought, I was like, if I just go like that little bit bigger, we can still put stuff there. So like the one soon there's gonna be one mirroring downstairs. So this one's gonna stay here for the kitchen area, and there's gonna be one mirroring downstairs for a bedroom. And it's got like enough space there to be like a single bed and like a bedside table. So I thought that kind of worked. Even the one down the front, like I feel like you can still put a chair and like a little side table there, or you can put a dresser there. Like, there's still a whole lot of space, whereas the one they have right now only has that one spot. So that's what makes it so hard. Here, this pissed me off so much because the automatic roofing and The Sims 4 is absolute ass. Like, it is absolute ass. I love doing my roofs because the Sims 4 just doesn't do it right. And so in this, I started off by like being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like build my own roof. I did not know this fucking Sims 2 made your life so hard. But I gave up in the end, and I do use an automatic roof at some point. Not close, I don't think. I don't think it's anywhere soon. I think we're literally just gonna have to watch this for a while. I definitely struggled. Like, that looks so cute, but then I get up the top and, like, you'll see, I even struggle because there's just, like, not many choices of things to do. I mean, even in The Sims 3, there's not that many choices when it comes to building. Like, you don't have much free range. It's hard. I still have not figured out how to delete multiple walls at one time. I've researched. It says to use the Alt key. I've tried so many different keys, and I just can't figure out how to delete multiple walls at once. So I've had to, like, click each individual wall. I started this house, like, 4 times before this, and I just could never get happy with it, and I literally had to delete the whole lot one by one. It was so bad. But yeah, so right now I'm just trying to figure out like what railing I want. I kind of wanted to go for like an enclosed, like, what do they call it? I can't remember what it's called, but like that kind of greenhouse enclosed area. I did decide against that. I just liked the openness more, but I did originally want to go for that. Oh, what is that called? Let me search that. What is that called? It's like an atrium, but atrium area. Hmm. Doesn't say. It literally just says atrium. I don't know when you would even call that an atrium. I don't know. My interior design brain is not working today. I've had a very rough day today. Oh, that's why I ended up using automatic roofs, because I liked how my roof looked. But the roof kept coming in the wall and I could not fix it. So I was just like, the automatic walls were doing it for me. I was like, whatever, screw this. Yes, I had a very stressful day today. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I am dyslexic. Specifically, most of the dyslexias. I think I have like, I don't even remember how many dyslexias there are, but there's multiple, and I have at least 5 of the dyslexias. And I very strongly have dyscalculia, which is like the maths side of dyslexia. And I can't test. Like, when I say I can't test, like, legitimately, I can do the work like in class, but as soon as you try and like make me do it quickly, and I have to like think through things quickly, and I don't have the time to like gradually do it, everything like that. And it's just like when I can't ask for help, like, I need to ask for help with maths. Numbers just don't do it for me. It's like, for a normal dyslexic person, how they like read is like, you know how like generic, like, not generically, most people with like the reading dyslexia, their words like jumble up on the page. That's how numbers look to me. Like, I could not tell you, like, I never learned my times tables. I know like my generic times tables, 2s, 5s, 11s, 10s, all those sort of ones. Like, I know the generic ones, but you throw me off. I can't multiply in my head. I can't times in my head. I can't even honestly add in my head. I have to do it on my fingers. And like, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. And it's not a lack of trying. Like, my parents had tutors for me. Like, trust me, it was not a lack of trying. I just can't. I literally just, I have to like figure out other ways to do it. So today we had a test for like calculating windows. calculating windows. Like, come the fuck on. Yeah. So I had to do that, and I failed my last test, which like that test had 2 sets of calculations, and I think that's what messed me up. And the one before that, I had gotten like the last 3 answers wrong because I accidentally divided by a markup instead of multiplying by markup. It was just like a simple markup. That's another story because that real peeved me off, but that's okay. So yeah, I just had a stressful day. So I came home, I had a nap. I haven't even had my coffee today, which is absolutely madness for me. Coffee is like my oxygen. Quote Lorelai Gilmore. Like I need coffee and a fucking IV every second of every day, and that's on being fucking anemic and highly anxious. So like I just am constantly exhausted all the time. Um yeah, so I can't believe I haven't had a coffee today. Anyway, so I came home and I had a nap and I just relaxed. I'm obsessed with these fucking corners, clearly. And honestly, I get it. Like I get why I'm obsessed. I do have to change this like later down the end just because I didn't really think about it logically. That's the kitchen area. And I knew that from the start. Like I knew that was, well, I originally had the kitchen area downstairs, but I was like, but the view, like I need it upstairs where you can just like be cooking and looking out the view. So I ended up moving the kitchen area upstairs. But I knew at this point I was putting the kitchen area upstairs, and I still did a cornered, like that flat corner. And I should have known that a bench wouldn't go there. So anyway, at the very, very end, when I started, like, I didn't decorate. I just put like generic things in, like the kitchen, bathroom, wallpapers, flooring, things like that. So when I started to do that, I was like, well, that's just not gonna work. Why did I do this? This was driving me nuts. Nuts, I tell you. There we go. I love it. It's just like so many things are so old school. I honestly need to go through and get some custom content for The Sims 2. But I don't know. I love to play The Sims 2 and Sims 3 without custom content. Like The Sims 4, you have to have custom content. And I think that's just on The Sims 4 being more shit. Like when you play with mods, The Sims 4 is banging. When you play without mods, The Sims 4 is subpar to either of these 2 games. Like honestly, not even subpar. It's just shit in comparison. But because the graphics are bad and because the swatches aren't great and because it's just so old school, everything just looks a little average. So that makes life a lot harder. So up here, I wanted to make like an open area. This is gonna be like where the little I'm trying to point it and I'm like, wait, that's not gonna work. Where the stairs enter up to, that's gonna be like a living area, and then over where that diagonal wall is gonna be the kitchen area. And then over in that little nook area is gonna be kind of like a breakfast nook. That's gonna be where the table is. And I do eventually put in a bathroom here. As you can see, I'm starting to do it. So yeah, that's kind of like the upstairs area. I feel like sometimes I build a house and I think like, oh, this is like a big house. And then as soon as you start like trying to put in the spaces, this is me trying to fix up the roof. As soon as you start to put in the spaces, it goes away so quickly. Like I definitely wanted to have a bathroom upstairs, but then as soon as I realized, like, I was like, okay, so I have a bathroom upstairs, which you need a bathroom upstairs. Downstairs, I have 2 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms. And then at that point, I'm like, there's literally nowhere to have like an office or anything like that. Not that you necessarily need an office, I guess. But like, I feel like for kids studying, things like that, like, I mean, they can have a desk in their room, I guess. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I grew up with my parents and like there were just like multiple things that they did not miss out on. Like if they were building houses because they built houses, my dad's like an actual like builder. He actually had like a plaster. Well, no, he's not a builder. He's a plasterer by trade, but he builds. literally everything ever. So like he used to like build our houses from scratch pretty much, and he did like all of the measurements and everything like that. But my mum, like, she's not an interior designer or anything like that, but she did all like the design aspects. And there were just things like they did not miss out on. Like, if we had an upstairs, there had to be a bathroom upstairs and things like that. There always had to be a spare bedroom for resale, and there always had to be an office for resale. Like there always had to be a second living space for resale. And so now I unfortunately, like, I always thought like that's the stupidest thing, you can't think like that, because even my boyfriend thinks like that. Like we talk about buying our first house, which is not going to happen for a while because we're both in uni. But he says, he's like, you know, for resale, and I'm like, oh my god, you can't think like that. But then I've definitely noticed that, especially since like starting interior design, I think a lot like that. And like my teachers sometimes will be like, okay, but you can't think like that because you're designing for clients. And I'm like, I know, but resale. It's so bad. It's so bad. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get back to you guys in a minute. Okay, guys, sorry, I had to run and grab my coffee because I need to. I was like, after I talked about it, I was like, oh, I need that. Okay. So the roof is the roof is fine. It's just that very, very top roof looks a bit silly because of how like tall it is. But like you can't do anything about that. So that's the thing I had to tell myself, was like I spent so long on this. Like this is 104 minutes sped up with cutouts. Like this has a fair bit of cutouts. And I just had to tell myself, like, you're in The Sims 2. You can only do what you can only do. God, I can't imagine trying to build in The Sims 1. I'd like kill myself. Actually, I don't even know if you can build in The Sims 2. I mean, Sims 1. I've never played The Sims 1 ever in my whole life, and I don't plan to. It does not interest me, although I've heard good things about it. Like, not amazing things, but they're like, you know, that's the OG game. Like, you know, it has so much personality. You could tell it was the first game. But I'm good. I'm good. I don't think I could go any far back than this game because it drives me nuts. So I'm gonna lie, I'm having this really weird pain in my right hand side, like kind of like under, not under my underarm, but like in my ribs under my underarm. It's really weird, but I don't know if it's just because like I've been sitting here for a while. It's freaking me out every time I have like weird pains. Like especially because of my anxiety, I like full creep myself out. Like I'm like, oh my god, I'm dying. Like right now, I was for a minute there, I thought in my head, I was like, oh my god, am I having a heart attack? I probably should not admit these things because it makes me sound like a little bit of a Fruit Loop. But aren't we all these days? I think it's just like all the dramas of the world has made us all very scared. Especially like watching TikToks all the time, things like that. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm just now realizing I'm only 20 minutes through a 1 hour video. The worst part is I could probably talk through the whole thing. But half the time probably wouldn't even be me talking about like the build. So so here, this very front room, the one that I'm currently building in there, that's the bathroom. In the front room with the windows is gonna be Lila and Felix's room. I just felt like it was like the biggest space. It was a good space to put like the ensuite. I did try to build like a walk-in wardrobe, but there just was not enough space, honestly. So yeah, this is me just trying to like play around with it and see how I'm gonna. I honestly feel like I'm really good with. This is random. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I feel like I'm really good at designing the outside of a building. Like I'd low-key love to be like an architect, but without doing all the stupid architect stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't want to be like learning how to like construct a building. Like that doesn't do it for me, but I want to design the outside of buildings. Like that sounds like a lot of fun. So like I feel like I do really good with outsides of buildings. Maybe this one's not the best option. But I feel like I do generically. Um, and I do good with decorating, but it's the fucking floor plans. Like once I've built something, I have like ideas in my head. It's like I knew I wanted the stairs to go there. There was no other option. That's where the stairs were going. Like honestly, in the corner near that backsliding door would have been a good option. But I knew the stairs were going there. I said, no, the stairs are going there. I did not want it to be blocked up. I wanted that wall to be open. So then that was in my head. And then the rest of the floor plan just kind of was a bit bonkers because I had no other option. It had to be. So if you guys can hear me slurping, I need my coffee. That was a big slurp. I'm sorry. I'm not like a sugar and coffee girl, but I do love me a good vanilla sweet cream cold foam from like Starbucks. And I don't ever really get Starbucks unless I'm like in Ballarat staying with my parents. Normally, actually, when I was staying with my sister, my parents went away for a year. And when I was staying with my sister, she had like a coffee machine. My whole family has coffee machines because we're notorious coffee snobs. No, we're not that bad. We just love coffee, all of us. Well, my sister doesn't, but her partner does. So, her husband, sorry. So they have a coffee machine, but like, I don't know. I'm a very much like, even with like my own sibling and my own parents, like, I don't like to put people out. Like, it's like a toxic trait, honestly. Like, it sounds like, oh, that's so sweet. But no, like, genuinely, it's a toxic trait at some points. My boyfriend always makes fun of me because we went over to our friend's house. Like, I'm friends with them too. I know them. Like, I'm fairly comfortable with them, but we went over to their house for dinner one time. And I was too scared to ask for water. But like I didn't get a moment alone with Lockie and I was like thirsty. Like we were there from like 4 o'clock to like 1 o'clock in the morning and I was so thirsty. I'm telling I get in the car for to look at like I need to go through Macca's and he's like, wow, I was like, I need the coldest slushy I can get because I'm dying of thirst. He's like, what do you mean you're dying of thirst? And I said, I was too scared to ask for water. And he still makes fun of me for it. But yeah, anyway, that's completely off topic, but I don't like to put people out. So when I was like staying at my sister's, I didn't want to like use her milk. Like she has 2 young kids. Her, my nephew, her son, was still drinking like bottles every night at that time. Like they both had cereal for breakfast. And I said to myself, oh, wait, I feel like I want to put those windows back. I've changed the windows, but I like that better. So I'm going to take a photo so I remember to do that. There's definitely going to be things that I'll change around before like I show you guys. Probably not in the next part, probably the part after. I don't know. We'll see how long it takes me to get money. Back to my little story that you guys don't care about, but I feel like I want to tell now. So guys, I talk so quickly and then I forget to breathe and then I have to like gasp. No one wants to hear that. So yeah, I was like, I don't want to use all her milk and things like that. And so I used to just like go to Starbucks and get like a coffee. And so yeah, I started to like, because I'd never really had Starbucks. Funny story. I'm from a little town in Victoria, Australia, called Ballarat. I mean, I wouldn't say it's little by any means anymore. People know Ballarat. We're known for like Sovereign Hill and places like that. You guys probably don't know where that is or stuff like that, but like people in Victoria do. I think. I don't know. I don't know, honestly, no. Everyone shut the fuck up. Just ignore me. Anyway, back to my story. So I'm from a little town in Victoria, Australia. And so for my whole life, we never had anything. We had Macca's, we had KFC, we had Hungry Jack's, we had generic. but we did not have a Starbucks. We did not have a GYG. We did not have any of that stuff. I think GYG is actually semi-new. What's happening? I don't know what's happening. I think I either paused or I hope so. I don't know what is going on. Um, what is happening? Did I like leave or something? Hold. Okay, sorry about that. I must have like exited out of the game at that point. Anyway, so I like never experienced any of that unless I went down to Melbourne, which never happened. So like I never experienced Starbucks. Then when I moved to Melbourne the year after I finished school, so what, 2021, I moved to Melbourne. 2021 or 2022, I moved to Melbourne. And I, you know, I don't live close to a Starbucks or anything like that, but all of a sudden, Ballarat gets Starbucks. Would you fucking believe it? So the only time I ever get Starbucks, even though like now I go into the city more for uni, I don't get Starbucks ever. The only time I get Starbucks is in Ballarat because one, it's less busy. Starbucks in fucking the city of Melbourne is redonkulously busy all the bloody time, especially near uni. The uni students rock that shit. So I don't ever get Starbucks unless I'm in Ballarat. But anyway, so when I tried the vanilla sweet cream cold foam at Starbucks, it changed my whole world. And over like every now and again, I just like try and make my own at home one that's lower in calories. So I do that. Anyway, a few weeks ago, I brought this like sugar-free syrup stuff, like vanilla syrup, which I've never done because normally I'm like, I don't want to put syrups in my drink. I also hate sugar in my coffee, like I said. So I always say, I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. But I brought this like stuff to put in my cream to make the vanilla sweet cream cold foam because normally I just put like vanilla extract and it literally tastes like fondant. I love fondant. Like fondant is banging. So when this thing tasted like fondant, I was like, delicious. So I put it in my vanilla sweet cream cold foam, which tastes good. But right now, I've just like put it in like a normal iced coffee because I was just like, I'll try it. Like I'll just try it. But like it tastes disgusting because it's so sweet now. That was a really long-winded story to tell you that. I just realized how really like long-winded that was just to tell you that now my coffee that I'm drinking right now tastes like a bit sweet. Yeah, it's not my favorite. I felt like the plain like wood looked a bit too bare. So I decided to go with like this wood, wood, this stone, like stone, like brick look, just to like add a little bit of difference, and I actually quite like it. I'm trying to remember, did I keep this wood color? I thought I did like a bluey wood color for like a beachy look, but I might not have. Like I might not have. Um, I'm now like thinking to myself, I wonder if they have vines in The Sims 2 because I feel like that's what it needs. It needs like some sort of like something on the outside. I will also add like decor like to the outside, like little lights and stuff. I just honestly, when I'm like, because I don't want to obviously decorate the whole house. So when I'm trying not to decorate the whole house, I just don't think about those little details because it's like hard. I'm like, if I do those little details, I'll end up doing more. So I just decided to do very generic stuff for that. Here I felt like it needed like a window on this corner, but I like the only like long landscape windows are like these little modern ones. Like they don't really have anything like little long ways that matches the kind of aesthetic. Like, a lot of them are these, like, um, what are they called? Like, boxy windows. And yet, like, they don't really have, like, anything little to match it. So that was really annoying. I know that big window doesn't necessarily go with all the other windows, but I feel like it still matches okay. And I think it's because it also blends in with the brick. Like, it kind of just looks okay. I hate that. I hope I didn't keep that. No, I didn't. Cool. But yeah. I feel like I'm pretty happy with the outcome. It's definitely not my favorite. And I think once again, it's just because, like, if I was in The Sims 4, I could change the height of the roof, and, like, the roof is what's really throwing me off. I do put, like, a whole garden, everything in the front of this house. I don't know if it's soon or not, but, yeah, I do. So that kind of adds to the front. Also, the thing that pissed me off, I spent so long trying to figure out how to, like, build a oh my god, sorry guys, my brain is just not working today. Like a decking, whatever it's called, underneath like walls, because I originally wanted to use like this crisscross hatch sort of looking base that you can get. And I tried to use that and it wouldn't work. So when I was looking for the base, I wanted to find something like crisscross like that, and there was just nothing like it. And that's what annoyed me. And I didn't really want to do like a full, like the base to look like the walls, because like that just looks like too much. But I did. Um, I don't know if I keep pausing. It must have been because I was like researching how to do things, I think. But yeah, so I really was trying, but it just, I think also my first time being like a big build, I need to give myself some grace. I didn't know there were certain limitations that there were, which is good because you know, you need to learn. You need to learn. Everyone needs to learn. This whole house was inspired by a house that's down the road from mine. It's like the cutest little old Victorian style home. The thing I love about Victoria, Australia is our Victorian style homes. We do it so good, especially in Ballarat. I just, it's just the cutest. Like, they have the cutest houses. Like, seriously, we nail it. And I think that's just all of Australia, like Victorian, the Victorian era was big in Australia. Um, but like, we just have the cutest little houses, and I love a cottage vibe. I'm very much built for interior design in the fact that, like, I love an abundance of styles. Like, I could have eclectic, I could have cottagecore, I could have like sleek modern, I could have minimalistic, I could have fucking arts and crafts, I could have all of the fucking things. And I would be happy with it. You give me any, I'm happy with it. Big sensory, give me five. Like, fucking hell yeah. So like I'm really built for what I'm planning on doing with my life, which is perfect. But um I just love me like the Victorian era cottagecore vibes. Like, I want to live on a farm in a cute little cottage house. Like, it's just my dream. Um so this house down the road, it's just like overgrown. It's big and bushy. It's like a cute little white house with like little like details and little paths like to walk up to the house, and like it's just so cute and it's hidden, and that's what I really wanted to go for the front of this house, was like that exact look, like just cozy, hidden. um I feel like on the inside it might be a bit like grander and fancier, just because I feel like Emery Emery Emery, I'm sorry, that's a kid I babysat. I don't know why that came out of my mouth. um Lila and Felix are probably a bit fancier. Like, she wants to be rich. I feel like he's a pretty chill dude. Like, I feel like he just wants to make friends and have a nice life. Um, like, because obviously that's his aspiration. Like, he's like, I don't want to like do too much. I just want to have a whole bunch of friends and spend time with them. which I also tried to think about with this house was like, you know, we get like a pool at the back and we'll have like a place to barbecue, things like that. Um, so that like we can have people over and stuff. But yeah, I just feel like they're probably not too crazy out there. Like, I feel like they just want like a cozy little lifestyle, but at the same time, like Lila's probably like, I want a bit of fancy. I want a bit of fancy. I feel like her backstory is like she didn't grow up like that sort of vibe. So maybe she just like really wants like her kids and her family to like grow up with what she didn't have. Which I feel like this can still do. And I mean, as much as like it might not be the biggest fanciest looking house, it can still have all that stuff on the inside. But yeah, so this is me just trying to put like move objects and what's the other one? The one that makes you be able to move in between tiles, that tool. I'm putting that on so I can put the plants everywhere. And I feel like I just wanted to make it like really overgrown, and that's why I would love to see if they have vines. I don't think they do, but I would love to double check and see if they do, because like I feel like this would just look so good with just like some extra little vines, things like that. And this house down the road, like it is so overgrown. Like there's like it's not even overgrown in like a messy way. It's overgrown in like a really well done way. I think they just like want privacy. And then here's me like walking past every day, like staring in, trying to like remember every inch of their fucking garden. But they have like big trees and stuff, but I didn't want to like completely block. I mean, they don't have the best view out their front window. I think they have like apartments at the front of the front window. Um, but I wanted to do like this big tree, which I kind of do love, honestly. I might take a photo of that and get that back. But I end up doing, I think I did this tree, but I can't remember specifically. I might move it. I can't remember. I might keep it there. Um, but like that droopy tree just like looks better. I just feel like the other one, I was like, oh, that might be like too big. Um, but I think it was actually okay. So here I'm just trying to add like extra foliage. I wanted, like, I kind of like that tree there. Now that I'm watching things, like, I'm like, oh, I should have done that. I hate, first of all, I hate that that freaking edit tool, um, like makes your shit glitch out. It's so annoying. But, um, it's mostly just flat things like rugs and stuff. But here I was trying to make like a awning over the whole car area, but it didn't work. Can't remember what I was saying before that. I really can't. Anywho, it's really starting to come together though. Like I really like how it looks. Where the hell did that random ass? What is that? Why is that out? I definitely wouldn't have even thought to use it. I was gonna say, I was like, that wouldn't even be something that would be in my head to use. I felt like the little flowers were like cute and add a little bit of detail, but I obviously didn't want them around like the whole yard because that's just sorry guys, I just got like a full panic attack. My recording stopped and it said like limit of 10 minutes recording. And I was like, I stressed. I was like, you're telling me I can't edit the rest of my video? I mean voice over the rest of my video? But it was literally just like I can't record for more than 10 minutes. It doesn't want to hear my voice for that long. It said shut the fuck up, please. So here's me just building the yard. But yeah, I felt like it was too much to have like the flowers around the whole yard. Like that's too much upkeep, first of all. And here I felt like so the generic idea, first of all, was in my head, I think about things practically, but then I do things a lot of the time that's impractical. So like here, I was thinking in my head, I was like, well, I gotta have a fence around the pool. So one, people can't just walk into our backyard. And if like we have a dog, like I don't want them just like wandering the streets. Like I want them to be like locked in the backyard or in the front yard. Like that's what I'm thinking in real life. And I'm like, oh, there needs to be a fence like around the pool to protect children. um, I didn't end up putting like a full pool. a full fence around the pool. I might do that still because I feel like that could still add like a bit more depth to the backyard because it is still a bit plain. But I didn't end up doing that. And I also added a fence in the backyard because I thought, like, you know, in real life, you'd probably want to go down to the beach, considering the beach is literally right there. This is me just like, what the fuck is this tile? I literally had no clue. I was like, why the hell would they have like that? Because you wouldn't have that in a female bathroom, just like a bunch of like the female sign on the floor. Anyway, and so I ended up being like, oh, like they would want to have something out to the beach, like easy access. So then I ended up adding a fence anyway, so people can get in. I guess you can like lock it though. Like I can lock that for pets and I can lock that for people that aren't in the household. So I guess that works out. But just some things that I think like I think really practical, and then all of a sudden I do like the most impractical thing or something that like completely contradicts myself, and it's like, well, that was kind of really stupid. We only have 20 minutes left of this video. I say that because I'm stressing that I'm gonna either have to come back and finish doing a voiceover on this video, or I'm just not gonna run out of time. I have to go watch my kitchen rolls. It's me and my boyfriend's favorite. Well, it's my favorite, and this year I like have been watching it week by week. Here I added the car so that Felix can fix it up. Although I don't feel like he's a sort of fixer-upper guy, but I did it because it's like a feature and it's fun. It's an extra thing to do. I want to try and explore as much as I can. I thought the easel would be cute out here, but I didn't end up doing it. Maybe I will, but I didn't need to add like little things like that. I did add a pool and monkey bars, even though we might not even have a kid, or definitely won't have like a child at the time we move in here, but that's okay. I put monkey bars in. I don't know what I was saying before that. See, I get distracted. Here I'm just trying to see. I honestly thought you could do laundries in The Sims 2. No one told me I couldn't until I built like a whole room for it, and then I couldn't. So anyway, this was meant to be like a little laundry area. Laundry area. But I ended up deleting that. That could have actually been a little bathroom, but it didn't. I didn't need another bathroom today. I got a powder room, but didn't really need it. Yeah, I swear I thought you could do washing in this game. Thought you could do washing, but I go you cannot. I'll either make that like a little desk area, but I think I want to do the desk in front of that big window, or I will make that like a little dog area. I wanted to add a spa from the start, and I completely forgot about it. So this is me adding a spa. I wanted to do like a little bridge over it, but then I had move objects on, and I was like, I don't know if I can actually use this. So I think you see me turn move objects off soon and go like, can I do that? And I think there was like a certain thing I couldn't hear. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, but I do figure it out. In the end, I think it was the fence that it didn't like, which makes sense because I guess like I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, in game, they would probably want you to like walk all the way around and down here to get in. I didn't think about that. They probably do want you to do that. They're probably gonna make my Sims do that in game. I'm just now realizing. That's okay. That's okay. We'll see. We'll see. Oh god. I think I'm about to make the pool bigger because I didn't like that little skinny like gap there. It just looks a bit, it looks a bit silly. It really does. Yeah. I mean, that honestly still looks just as silly. Really. It probably should have just made the pool smaller. No, I'm thinking I should just do that because that kind of looks a bit goofy. That's okay. I guess, you know, you gotta start somewhere. Once again, it's my first time building The Sims 2 like this, so it's gonna look a little good. There's gonna be, first of all, there's gonna be little things to fix up. but it's also just gonna look a little goofy. Okay, I think now we might be going to the inside. Yes, we are. So exciting. I wanted to like do like a cute like I said, I just love me some good vintage looking houses. And I feel like she wouldn't want it to look too vintage, but at the same time, like you're in The Sims too, so everything just looks very much like that. Like you can't go too modern in this, too modern in The Sims 2 unless you're role drawing. So I wanted to like find something that had like a little bit of like cute detail to it, but also like not too overwhelming. I really liked like the paneling one where it's like a diamond shape, but it just wasn't gonna happen. So this, I saw this and I was like, oh, it's got like the beachy blue, and I was like, that's perfect. Like that's just like simple enough that it doesn't look too old timey, but it also doesn't look, to whatever else I was getting at. Now, I do end up changing like in this area over here. I didn't like how the wall looked like that. So I put this, but I think I might change that to a different type. I did try here to have a look at a few, and I ended up going with that, but it just does not suit this space because I have to like continue it across this whole wall for it to like look right. Um so then I had to continue it across there, which downstairs it didn't look that bad. Like I didn't love it, but it didn't look that bad. Um but then upstairs I have to like continue it across to the bathroom area, which is in the living room, and I don't love it. So I'll probably have to change that too. But we'll see, we'll see. This is the Trasher's floor. This was so extremely mother effing hard because I wanted wood flooring. I wanted wood flooring. But there's just no nice wood flooring swatches. Um, I loved this floor. I wanted it. Oh, I do end up changing that later because it wasn't very cute. But I like had this like love for it. I just love floral. I love floral. I love vintage farmhousey floral, and I can't mention that enough. I can't mention it enough. Here's me trying to find the same one, but like in the middle. I was clearly struggling. Yeah. But there's just no nice wood flooring swatches. So yeah, I ended up doing this palette in every single bathroom, but I do go back in spoiler and change it because it just wasn't the vibe, honestly. My audio's about to cut out again. Yeah. So we're just, plotting along. Oh, we're gonna take another break. Nope. Okay, now we go back to wood. I did not know because I didn't want to go dark. I didn't want to do this sort of dark. But nothing else looked right. And that looked too like almost modern. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm still not necessarily happy with the choice I made. I love me a good herringbone. Give me literally any day of the week. But it just, I don't know. It was too much. Herringbone's too much to do throughout a whole house. So I needed to do just like a long plank, but just nothing was fitting right. Like this is the one that looks the best. This is the one I still have, I believe, but it just, I don't know. It still just does not look or feel right to me. I don't know. I don't know. But I also have to like remember that I'm probably going to like I'm not probably I'm gonna put rugs and stuff down. Oh, yeah. This issue, I don't know what happened. In every other space, it was completely fine. But in the master bedroom, those little corners did not want to work. So that's going to be something we're going to have to explore later on down the line. But I just left it for now because I was like, maybe I'll come back to it like later and it will want to work. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I did like a little like cut out there, and I thought that'd just be really cute for like a little entry. To just do like maybe a little shelf or well like a gallery or something like that. Um just like add to the space, make it like nice when you walk in, or even do like, you know, some what is it called? Some backpacks and stuff on the floor when we have kids, like things like that, just like clutter area, to make it like feel more lived in. I love doing that with like Sims houses, like making it lived in. Now this is where I realized that I kind of flipped it. Because this area, I wanted to do a round table in this area, but because this area is 2 tiles, you can't fit a round freaking table there. So I only have one option, which is to do a long table like that in that area. But then it doesn't sit the way I want it to, because I want it to sit more in the nook area, but then it looks squished. So I'm not happy. I'm really not happy. I'm not. So yeah, that's definitely gonna be something I'm gonna have to try and like figure out. But that will be after moving in Casey issue. I love this tile. I've done it in like every single house I've ever built in The Sims 2. I just love it. I love like in my house, we have like I'm in like an older unit, and in our bathroom, like it's not super old. Like it's not like super outdated. But it's just like a simple, like old fashioned, like white tile, like square tile with like green accents. So like in the kitchen it has like green diamonds, and in the bathroom it has like green, like longer, like what's it called? Green landscape tiles. There you go. And it just, I don't know, it just is so cute to me. Like I just like it. But I don't know. I know it's not to everyone's taste, but I feel like everyone's like that. You know, everyone's got different tastes. This is me starting to like decorate the inside. So I did honestly have trouble with this because once again, there are no cute bench tops. Like I wanted to go with like a nice fridge because once again, I feel like they would want to like splurge on nice appliances. And like they're living like on the beach in like a semi-decently big house. Um, so I was like, oh, I want like a nice bench top. But like even this one, it was nice, but it didn't have the right swatches. Like I wanted like something that didn't blend in too much. Like I didn't want just like full white. Um, I wanted like a little bit of color. Like nothing just was cute. Nothing was cute. Nothing was cute. So it took me some trial and error to like get this kitchen, like the bench top. I mean the benches specifically. I really liked that one. This one, which is the one we do end up choosing a different swatch. This swatch. I like this one because it looks like beachy. Like with the no, like the paneling in the doors. It looks beachy, but I don't know. Just threw me off. I didn't do a range hood. I don't know if you have range hoods. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't believe there's no overheads. That real threw me off because I love me a good overhead. In The Sims 4, overheads everywhere. Everywhere. Give me 20. Give me 20. Sorry. My brain is running out from at this point. Quite bad. They also have a good like kitchen sinks because like all these practically are way too high. Like they are not deep enough to do dishes at all. Like I'm sorry. I did give them a dishwasher and I did obviously give them a stovetop and oven, as you have to. QKC, yeah. Next. I wanted to like try and blend everything in as well. Like I felt like that blended in good. Trying to find like a dishwasher just that blended in good was harder. I feel like that one was okay. I do need to add a bin, so I don't know where I'll do that. Probably in that corner maybe. Near the stairs. It's probably a silly area there. Maybe I need to put the bin where the fridge is and the fridge over where it used to be. I might do that. And then I might put like the dog bowl or something in that corner over there. We'll see. This is what I do. I think about things like way before I have to. I really liked the green bench top. Like I loved it. But like it just the blue just much. And I did end up also going with full wood tiles. Like I love the green, but it just wasn't like it wasn't practical. Was not practical. We're going beachy cottagecore. That's the vibe, Casey. Stick with it. I'm so bad because I want to incorporate everything that I love and I can't do that. I think that's pretty much the kitchen done. This is me like probably sitting there just looking at it like, what else do I need to add? What else do I need to add? What else should I do? I'm probably stressing immensely. Especially because I didn't want to embarrass myself the first time I ever built anything with you guys. Like I still want it to look okay. Like even though it's my first time building The Sims 2, I still want it to like look okay-ish. I think I was actually use the same exact sorry guys. The same exact bench. I might not have. I can't remember now, but I definitely wanted to have something that had more color to it because the bathroom's pretty plain. Yeah, I might have done this actually. The bathrooms are pretty plain, like they're white. So I wanted to have some color. These corner freaking walls, I don't know if I do it to myself. I really don't. But I threw myself off with this one. I love having a sink in front of a window. I do it all the time. You'll notice, like all the time I do it. Which is impractical in bathrooms because like you want to have a mirror to look at yourself, really. Anyway, real life issues, real life problems. I did end up swapping these around. Oh, don't even get me started at this. This next part annoyed the crap out of me. There is like things in The Sims 2 are just off. Like nothing, I don't know who made it, but nothing's exactly right. If that makes sense. Like, watch this. I try to put a mirror. All the other ones look fine. Like they're in the middle. Look at this. This is the one I wanted and it's like off to an angle. Why? Why would it be like that? Why would it be like that? So I had to like go in and put cheats on because like it was the only mirror that looked good. And I was like, hell no, I've got to have this one. So then I had to go in and put cheats on. And then turn them off. And then when I did the other bathrooms, I had to turn them back on. Sorry, guys. I had a nap too. And I'll probably be awake till like 1 in the morning because you definitely want to do one more episode for you guys tonight. And then obviously have like this uploaded. I don't know if I'll upload the other part tonight. We'll see. Uploaded 2 yesterday. Here I thought about doing a study area, but I didn't. But I might. We'll see. But I also might just do like a skill building area there, like have a guitar or have whatever. Yeah, I uploaded 2 yesterday. I didn't upload 2 days ago or something. I don't know. Not yesterday, the day before I didn't upload. Which was silly because like I didn't have anything necessarily on. I just like didn't even think about it. Like I recorded but didn't upload it. And I think I just like confused myself by thinking I had done it. I don't know. So yeah, I uploaded 2 yesterday. So yeah, I thought like a speed build was like plenty, like was fine to upload for you guys today. But yeah, I mean, an album video is kind of crazy. Like this is gonna take so long to load into YouTube. I'm just now realizing. Last night, the 2 videos, I don't think they were that long. Like one was like 30 minutes, but it took an hour and a half to like for the video to download onto my laptop, and then it took an hour for it to download onto my laptop and then an hour and a half for YouTube to go through it. And I was like, it's not that long. Like, I've made videos that long before, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know why it's glitching out like that, but that's okay. Here, I am just trying to figure out wallpaper. I wanted to do something like, it probably won't stay like this, but I wanted to do something like kind of like generic, in all bedrooms. I liked this. I thought it was cute. See, I told you I'm grandma. I told you. People say I'm wise for my age. It must be because I'm a literal grandma. So yeah, this is just me putting the last finished wallpapers, things like that. Pretty finished at this point. Yeah, I think I haven't done like I don't do like a full walkthrough with you guys. I wanted to keep that for when we moved in, so like I can put their stuff in their house and then go through it with you guys. So yeah, I didn't go through the whole house with you guys. I mean, you pretty much saw everything I did anyway. Like, it wasn't that bad. Here I also struggled because I didn't really want to do this bathtub because it feels a bit too old, grandma-y. It's okay in that colorway, honestly. But it was like everything else, like the one that I was gonna do with the tiles, it looked good, but it was so thick that it just wasn't gonna look right. So I didn't. And I'm used to The Sims 4, so I didn't put any of this stuff because I was like, oh, I don't know if The Sims can use it, blah, blah. So I didn't end up putting like anything in like that. Anywho, yeah, I think that's like pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else crazy that I had to do. I did have to add these in. This is where I had to put the cheat back on. I almost thought to myself, I was like, no, I'm not going to. And then I was like, just do it. Just do it. It's worth it. Trying to get like center in the tiles. Oh, Christ. Yeah. So that's like pretty much the build, guys. Once again, I'll run through with you guys once like they move in and things like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm honestly really quite happy with it. I think it's really cute and I'm excited to like live in it and play in it and, you know, grow a family in it. I think it's gonna be so exciting. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was a long one. Thanks for sticking with me if you did. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye, guys.